Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. The Real Indian shirts dropping this Thursday. The Real Indian shirts dropping this Thursday. The Real Indian shirts dropping this Thursday. Y'all get ready. Today I'm gonna do some Q&A. We're gonna do some Q&A today, so. Marcus Smith, what up, brother? Love you, I'm in love with your fam. Do some Q&A today, so hop in the guest box or put the question in the comments or hop in the guest box. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Danielle, what up? Roll the corn. The Real Indian shirts dropping this Thursday. We dropping this Thursday, the Real Indian shirts. They gonna be fire. This is the logo. Huge graphic logo on the front. This how we rolling. Edu Dex, roll the corn. Any questions, any comments, hop in the chat. Any questions, any comments, hop in the chat. I'm taking questions today, comments, questions and comments today. Roll the corn. I'm gonna shoot a request out so I can get my screen up. So somebody just accept it and hop back off or whatever. I gotta get my screen up. Any questions, any comments, hop in the chat with the question or hop in the guest box. I'm gonna do one-on-one with the camera on today. One-on-one with the camera on today and chop it up with the people. Roll the corn. Forrest Hope, what up, brother? Chief Michael, what's up, brother? Fang, roll the corn. Lexus 590, Rudy Ray. I'm trying to put up the double screen so I can get. Any questions, any comments, hop in the chat with the question or hop in the guest box so I can get you up. And we're gonna do the two screen face to face today. And I'm gonna chop it up with the people. This is gonna be the new We Know the Truth Now shirt with the big graphic logo on the front. It's gonna be black or red. Rico, what's up, brother?
What's happening, big guy? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
Doing great, doing great. Roll the corn, love you, and in love with you.
Roll the corn.
I was checking out your shirts. I know you did it. You did it in another video. Have you got a price for your shirts yet?
These gonna be probably around $35, $40, something like that.
Okay, and must get one. Now the Indian on there, I didn't get to watch the full video you put up when you were talking about him,
Yeah.
Um, could you give me a breakdown about the Indian on the shirt?
This Indian on the shirt is an Indian from Mexico. I think this was a Totonac Indian. This was the Indians that was at the pyramids when the Spanish came.
Okay. Okay.
And they got depictions of them on the walls and at the pyramids. And this is one of their artifacts.
Yeah, I see the corn on the headrest up there with the feathers and shit, man. That shit hype as hell.
Exactly. This is a real artifact from Mexico. As you see the canes, that represents lamb in paleo languages, which is a authority or a chief.
Okay.
And the circle and the dot under the corn represents a yin, which is like the eye of knowledge.
Okay.
Then you see the corn. So it's a lot of representation on this. I love this picture. So I said I gotta put this picture. I gotta put this picture on the on the shirt, bro. So
hell yeah, hard as hell, bro.
gotta put this on there.
And then there was one more thing before I get off. I don't want to waste too much time or take over time. You know, I was telling you about how I grew up in the religious set and all that other stuff. So you were showing something about putting your enemies on the bottom of your sandals.
Yeah, the first Egyptians done that.
Yeah, that shit hot. Cause you know what? I don't want to say if you know, but you know in the Bible, you know they had the old song about putting the devil under your feet. It's like since you brought that up, man, it brought so many references from my main study was the Bible. But it brings so much shit back to us that it's pathetic, bro. It simply is, and now it actually does make sense.
You know how in the Bible it says make your enemies your footstool.
Dude, yes. That's the first.
That's where they got that from.
Yeah.
That's where they got that from. I want to show you a picture of it. I think I pulled it up kind of wrong, but let me see what I can do.
Okay. Me and my wife about to get together now. We just buried her mom last Thursday, so we're going to the Kittiwah Mound, and she's going to give her hair back to the river spirit. What's the name of it? Tikawaka, something like that. That ain't. Yeah. So we headed up.
You see this picture right here?
Yeah.
You see how they got the two depicted enemies under the footstool?
Yeah.
So this is where the Bible gets make your enemy a footstool. It's come from our ancient culture. But what's so interesting about this, as you can see, it's copper color people, and it's Africans, and it's some type of maybe a Arab or a type of Hyksos type, Middle Eastern type build person.
Oh, bald headed.
Right up under the foot. You see how I got two people laid out under the foot?
Yeah, that one like the Sumerian with the beard, and the other one that's an African dark skin with that baby
see, hair. That's not how the real Sumerians look. That's kind of like that's the Arab culture that comes in.
Okay.
That you know, that type of build type of person that comes in, and the other ones are Africans. Because you can tell about the way you see the headdress what tells the truth, right?
Yeah, right.
So look at the headdress on this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
With the little lines. It's an African style headdress.
The one back.
Yeah, the dark skinned one.
Yeah.
And then you look at the ancient African depiction with that like rice type
hair,
and then you see the copper color Egyptian with these type of people as enemies.
Oh,
you see it?
Oh, okay.
Well, I just went through a lot of artifacts, and it's starting to make a lot more sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is like, I know you were teaching about it before, and we spoke about it like when was this before the exile and they became nomads?
Yeah, this way before. Before.
Okay.
This is like first dynasty type stuff.
Okay.
Pre-dynastic, first kingdom. They set up these crop fields in the first pyramid and the first storage for food and stuff like that. And these people were attacking them. trying to take over the crop fields. Like, cause see, like I keep telling people, all the wars in ancient times was over agriculture fields and cities built around agriculture.
Right.
Because if you could take over that area, you could feed your people and you could, become a king or something like that. So a lot of people were attacking the first people on the Nile, trying to get them agriculture fields, but they were so equipped with the bow and arrow that they fought them off for thousands of years.
Right. Right.
That's why the other murals look like this, right?
Oh.
And as you see, when I blow it up, those are Africans.
Okay.
And then you see this copper color people with the bow and arrow with the chariot and the horse.
Right. Right.
So
the war color.
exactly. So just to be honest with ourselves, like these are different people. Like we got to stop acting like these people are the same. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause they're not. They're not. Damn, he's scapping that fella.
So
scap his ass.
so to be honest, bro, like we just gotta look at what they put on the artifacts and you just gotta go from common sense and just try to decipher it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Erase everything that we were damn taught about the damn pictures first.
Erase everything we was taught.
Yep.
And now, and when you think about it, right? These people were attacking these type of later Middle Eastern people.
Yeah.
Because the Ubaid and Sumerian culture were melanated people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They really was our people because I found corn in the artifacts.
Right.
So these are the invaders coming in a little later. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they put these people on the wall as enemies of the kingdom, of the first kingdom.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Good question, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No doubt. Y'all follow Rico. Follow Rico. Follow, I'm in love with you, Rico. Hop in the guest box. And I'm gonna leave the screen like this so I can show receipts if people ask a question. But any questions, hop in the guest box. Hop in the chat if you got a question. Maul, you got a question?
Yo,
Question to come in? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I seen you was speaking earlier and stuff yesterday, and the other dude was saying some bullshit or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, you saying all the facts. This nigga still not listening. I'm like, this nigga crazy, but I'm here to listen though. I ain't even gonna lie. I heard some shit. I wanted to say some shit yesterday. I'm like, I'm gonna let bro speak his piece. But I'm here to listen though.
Yeah, man. A lot of people they so trained about Egypt that they're not trying to get down to the truth. They just listen to what people say about Egypt, but Egypt is very complex. And if these people are talking about their ancestors come from a abundant land, the desert is not abundant
at all.
So what they're saying is that people come from a land that was already like paradise with oceans and trees and fruit and stuff like that. And that's not
sound like over here.
That's over here. Exactly. So those people came over there. That's a bloodline from over here that came over there. That's why the people look different.
But we the same people though.
To be honest with you, bro, you look at that depiction on the right as an Egyptian. But to be honest with you, bro, that's an Indian.
But I was just about to say that, bro. That shit so crazy. That's why I was saying red man and shit. Like this shit so crazy. Like we is Indians, but we got them just a higher advanced Indian though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Cause see, let me show you something. You see how this headdress got the lines in it? Now when I go Mississippian artifacts on the Mississippi River, these people are wearing the same style headdress. Let me show it to you if I can find it.
And then another thing, I ain't trying to take you off topic. ain't the Mississippi River the Nile River the whole time? Like, Egypt really over here, Kemet, all that shit over here.
This is what people got to understand, right? You got to understand about the teaching.
Mm-hmm.
It
Give me
starts.
something.
It starts on the Mississippi River. This culture with the falcon and the resurrection and the path of souls or the underworld for spirits after they pass leave the earth realm. That starts on the Mississippi River, right? So as these cultures start moving away from the Mississippi River, they become more advanced, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get Mexico with the pyramids, you get the Olmecs, you get stuff like that. And then you get these bloodlines go all the way down to South America, all the way up from the Mississippi River. So by the time they reach South America, these people, 1,000 years then went by, right?
Yeah.
These people are so advanced, they're building out of stone, everything aligned with the stars. And so through my research, it shows the people from Peru leaving Peru as they got attacked by some more hunter-gatherers, and they went to the east side of Africa, and they became part of the Egyptian, the first Egyptians. Then we got to research Mesopotamia. Some people came through the Mediterranean Sea on American boats, and then they built Mesopotamia. So it's a couple of different cultures leaving America, going to that side of the world, and that's how we got to study it.
I got a question, right? I ain't trying to confuse you or nothing, right? So boom, say Arabs, right? Arabs are Muslims and Egypt. I mean, yeah, Arabs and Muslims and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do the Hebrew religion got anything to do with Egyptians and Muslims or the world, like creativity? To your thought, like to your knowledge that you know, do Hebrew got anything to do with over here and over there?
Yes.
And you get what I'm saying?
Yes. Okay. When you study Hebrew, don't study it biblically, right?
Mm-hmm.
You study it from an agriculture standpoint, because that language or that language of the pictographs came from a people who created the first plows. They used the first cows to pull plows. That made the first stone houses and temples. So they used pictographs to represent things in nature and things in agriculture and things in astrology, right?
Yeah.
That evolved as it was taken around the world and became a Hebrew language. The cultures and the customs these people were doing became the cultures and the customs of religions. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I get what you're saying.
so let me give you a quick example. When we look at stuff like this, right here, right? You see this?
Yeah.
You got these two plows, right?
Okay,
These
sure.
plows represent Zayin, right? So Zayin is a plow or a mattock. So this is an agriculture teaching, but it became Hebrew. Now look right here. Zayin, the plow, right? The plow. Plow,
Okay.
mattock. So now look at the language, Egyptian with the plow. See that? Canaanites had the same type of teaching, but the symbol was a little different. So
Gotcha.
I believe this Canaanite language became the plow in Egypt, or the ancient language became the plow. So, but that plow represents Zayin. And that's Paleo Hebrew. So when you call these people Egyptian,
Mm-hmm.
they had a culture before the hieroglyphics came out with a basic teaching, right? They had a culture before the plow came out of a basic teaching of a hand plow.
Mm-hmm.
So the languages come from agriculture. Then they evolve, and then they start using hieroglyphics. And then, because the hieroglyphics are still some type of Paleo language, it just evolved and got a little, the language changed. So that hand plow that's where they come from. So they try to make these people all African Egyptians, but really these people are not even from there. They say their ancestors come from paradise, and then they called it Atlantis. And they're talking about over here. Good question, bro. Appreciate you. Y'all follow Maul, follow Maul, follow Maul. Hop in the box, hop in the box. Hop in the box, hop in the box. One bad drive, a question or a comment. He might have just popped in. Yo, yo. Hop in the box, y'all. Hop in the box. You got a question or a comment. Now let me show y'all something. Now, separating our information, you separate the information because you want to use the information as a biblical story, right? But this stuff was already here before the Bible ever was even thought about. Now watch this right here. Let me show y'all something. Then what you got to understand, that the term Zayin connects to the hand plow through ancient Hebrew history, where the original picture symbol for the letter was a farming tool like a plow or a mattock, right? Zayin, the seventh letter of the Hebrew alphabet. That was created for agriculture. That became biblical, right? Now, when you look at this right here, that is Zayin in his hand. So you cannot separate that teaching, right? Because they're showing you Paleo-Hebrew symbols in the form of a plow. The hand and the arm, Yod. The all-seeing eye is a yin. It's just evolving and getting the ascension of the knowledge is getting greater and greater, right? And so I showed y'all a mound builder artifact. I showed y'all a mound builder artifact with the Z right on his face. And they're showing these people who built the mounds knew about Paleo-Hebrew or this pictograph Paleo-agriculture language. Let's go back to these. Now in the mounds, we got artifacts with that Z right on the face of the mound builder in North America. That means he's some type of Canaanite, but that is still a ancient language. And it still represents the same thing as the plow in Paleo-Hebrew. Now let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Anybody got questions, hop in the chat. Now, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Now, the Z traces its lineage to the Semitic symbol Zayin, the Z, right? Now, I found the Paleo-Hebrew artifact of a mound builder with the Z right on his face. Right here. It was like right here, Z, with two dots. Same thing as Zayin, the plow. Same thing. So that let me know that ain't got nothing to do with no Native Americans. This is an ancient melanated culture. Right? Roll the coin. Anybody got any questions, hop in the chat or put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. The new shirts. Okay. Thursday, right? There was a couple of people that didn't get their shirts from the old company I was working with. So Thursday, if you didn't get your old shirt, y'all hit me up. I'm going to give y'all the new shirts, and they going out fast, and I'm going to get them to y'all. So Thursday, we're going to redo the order list, and I'm going to send y'all out the Real Indian shirts with the We Know the Truth on the sleeve. I got you, Coach Fred. Yeah, you exactly. You on my list. I got you. So the new company I got that's doing my shirts, they print them up faster. They sending them out faster. They're sending them out through FedEx and UPS. I was using U.S. Postal Service, but that's not going to work. They're sending them all back. So I'm starting using FedEx, and so y'all don't get discouraged. I'm going to send y'all the new shirts through FedEx, 2-day delivery, and UPS, the Real Indians. And I got some more. All my new designs are fire. We coming with the new big logos on screen with the big, just like this on the front of the shirt. We're going to be able to order them. We're going to be able to order them through me Thursday, y'all. So Thursday on my live, we're going to take the orders. I'm going to get all of my old people who had already got the other shirts, and I'm going to get them these in a couple of colors. And this is going to go out way faster, way more efficient. I'm sorry about the last company not getting them out fast enough, but we're going to get these on time. And everybody who already bought a shirt, I'm going to send y'all 2 shirts. If you want a hoodie, I still can do it for you. So Thursday, we're going to get all that straight, y'all. I appreciate y'all patience. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. I just had a lot going on back and forth from states. And then the company I was working with wasn't shipping them. Then they was coming back. And I just had to redo the whole thing and do it right this time. I kind of rushed into it. So we're going to get all that straight Thursday. So we're the Mayans or the Olmecs. Okay. The Olmecs come from the mound builders of North America. That's where the Olmecs come from. They come from their ancestors were on the Mississippi River. Because in Wisconsin, we find a big, huge stone head. Look like an Olmec head, dug up in Wisconsin, right on the Mississippi River. They don't teach you about that. They call it some type of nigger rock or I showed some receipts of that. But you find Olmecs in Canada, Mississippi River, South America, not just in Central America. Olmec heads been found all over North America. But what I want to teach y'all is these stocks of people come from different tribes on the Mississippi River. Some people went south. Some people went to the southwest, the Grand Canyon. You think that's an Egyptian African culture. The people who live in the Grand Canyon look just like Egyptians. That's where that style of dress come from, right? Why you think they named all them temples in the Grand Canyon after Egyptian names? They don't do that just to be playing. The temples in the Grand Canyon are named the Temple of Isis, the Temple of Osiris. Why do you think they done that? And the Southwest is way ancienter than Africa. The Grand Canyon way ancient. So some kind of way those people start moving south, right? And they ended up all the way down in South America. Then they left the whole continent. Any questions, any comments, hop in the chat. Hop in the chat. Or put it in the chat or hop in the invite box. Now, what I've been trying to show people is our culture is the first man, the first people to walk this planet. They're the first people. Because our culture talks about Adama, creation from soil or earth. The same way the Egyptians talked about born from a primordial mound, our culture in North America talk about the same thing. That's why we built mounds. The capstone of the pyramid represents the Ben, the creation mound. So they won't teach you that because they want you to think Egypt is different from the mound builders of North America. But the Ben, it represents the creation mound, just like the mound in Mississippi represents the creation mound. But they won't tell you that because they don't want you to connect the dots, right? Just because you see a pyramid don't mean it ain't connected to mound building. The mound building culture was their ancestors. That's why the mounds in America are aligned with Cygnus, and the pyramids at Giza are aligned with Cygnus. Facts. Same teaching. We are the ancestors over here. That's why they fighting Africans and fighting Middle Eastern people. Because they built a beautiful city on the Nile after they got off a boat and traveled there. And people started attacking them. Roll the coin. Any questions, any comments, put it in the chat or hop in the guest box. Any questions, any comments, put it in the chat or hop in the guest box. Virgo Mommy, what up? Hop in the guest box. He said, what is the original name of the Cherokee? It's something like Aniwaya. It's something like that, bro. Aniywya. Aniwaya. Something like that. I think it means like principal people or real people. That's the original name of the Cherokee. It goes back farther than that, but that's part of it. You go back a little farther than that. It might be Hebrew. I ain't got down to deciphering it yet, but you know, it's a lot of you got to decipher these words because they got an ancient meaning. A lot of these words got an old meaning, way older than tribe names. We got some people in the chat. Julius, question or comment?
Craig Ferguson, American on Purpose, Saturday on CNN and next day on the CNN app.
Coppery Indian, question or comment?
Yeah, what's going on, True?
What's up, brother?
You know, not much, man. I've been listening to you for almost a year now, brother. Man, I've been getting smarter and smarter on these fools, bro, because of you. But
Appreciate it, bro.
I came up on this book that my girl showed me this morning. It was about us, and I want you to look at it whenever you get a chance. And I didn't read the book yet. The only thing I did was look at the table of contents, right? And then when I started looking at the table of contents and it said page 174, it said Negro heads in Central America. And what I find interesting is that the YT people over in Germany who live in the mountains, they study that type of history. And she told me to look this book up. And then like I said, I haven't got into it yet, but I just started reading the table of contents. It's showing in the book itself, like what we wore, the pictures. So I really want you to take a good look at it. I sent it to your DMs on your TikTok. So
Okay. I'm gonna go
yeah,
check
that's
it
why I
out.
came up. But yeah, I seen that, man. I jumped up out of my bed. I said, "Whoa!" Because it's actually saying Central America Negroid heads, and it's breaking everything down just like how you've been teaching us. But I think this is right here. I was like, man, I got to let Truth see this book.
Yeah, I gotta see that. I'm gonna check it out as soon as I get off live, bro. I
Yeah, but
got it.
it's so yeah, I sent it straight to your DMs, bro. You'll
Okay.
see it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me up.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Y'all follow Carberry Indian. Follow Carberry Indian. I'm gonna check it out soon we get out of here, bro. Mystic Peace, question or comment? Roll the coin. Anybody got a question, comment, anything you want to talk about, hop in the guest box or throw it in the comments. Let's see what we got. Jazz don't play. Question or comment?
I would like to say hi, Truth.
Hey, how you doing?
I only been watching you this year,
Yes, ma'am.
and basically only been on TikTok this year. But I have learned a lot from you and a
Thank you.
couple of others too that resonate with it, that I like.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
from you, I started looking up the mounds and found out that East St. Louis had like 50 and St. Louis had 20. And we all connected, I think, too. I know with them people.
Mm-hmm. Them
Because
I
that
answer
was
that
like,
question.
right, I just say that's like growing up. What we seen all around us was like with love and picnics and family, and we don't see that really no more because we've been separated.
Yeah.
But it's a lot, and I understand it.
Yeah.
I know I can go on and on and on and on and on, but it's still I do understand.
Yes, ma'am.
But even though me and my sisters now we're not connected, kind of really no more, cause we've been separated. Really, they have the wrong ideal, I think. But and they'll say I have the wrong ideal, but
Mm-hmm.
they caught up in what they have. It's not about what you have; it's the love that you have in your heart for one another, and they
Exactly.
missing in that. They missing that. But you
Exactly.
can go on and let me down, and
Thank you
I
so much,
love you.
Miss Jazzy. Lord, you know I'm in love with you. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
Y'all follow Miss Jazzy don't play. You're exactly right. They took the love we have for our people and our culture and transformed it into a colonizing love of materialism. What we got? Do I got more than my sister? Do I got more than my brother? Do I got more than my partner them around the corner? And then you judge your life and your success on a European ideology of materialism equals success. That's not our ideology. When we spoke about abundance, we're not speaking about material things. We're speaking about abundance of things that we need to survive, to take care of our people. When they speak about abundance in church, they have translated that over to material things. I'm gonna pray to God for a new job. I'm gonna pray to God for a house, a car. That's a blessing. That's not the original blessing. The original blessing was of a teaching of, can I take care of my people through nature, doing it and do it virtuously and do it the right way. That's the original teaching. You put no machine, no object, no wood and wall wood and plywood. This ain't number plywood. This house ain't nothing but plywood and nails. You can't get that than you give your own flesh and blood people. That's the real teaching. You can't put no deity, the love of a deity over your own people. That don't make sense. You can't say I love Jesus, but I halfway love my sister. Or I halfway love my grandma. That's crazy work. So they'll put our people in a jar of materialism, and it's F everybody, let me get me. Nah, it ain't how it's supposed to go. Right? It's supposed to be I love everybody, and if I do get me, I will help them, or I will pour back into them, or something like that. That's the curse that they put on our people. The first curse is to take your culture and your land. That's the first curse. Then the third curse is to transform their beautiful culture into a barbaric culture. And they've done it all. They've been doing it all. So to break the curse, you must understand the land and your culture. Then you must understand the materialism is a European thing. It's not our thing. They come here to get wealthy, people. They didn't come here to love. They didn't come here to do nothing else. They come here to get wealthy. That was their driving goal for getting on a ship coming across the world, was to get wealthy. The Spanish took so much gold from America. They were the richest country in the world after they took the gold from America. They still got gold bars in Spain in museums that they took from America. Acting like they ain't never got nothing from over here that was worth nothing. They lying. They lying. All these people come in vain of greed. All of them. And they still greedy. They're even more greedy today. Blah, 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 spam. You got a question?
Truth, what's going on, big dog?
Yo, what's up with it?
All right, so I got a couple questions, man. I know you hit me up for some knowledge, man. This was a few weeks ago. I was asking you about along the lines of America, the old world, and Utah is Judah. You know what I'm saying? I had asked you that, and you was like, you said Arizona, and you would hit me with the Hebrew for Arizona was lions.
Yeah. Ariy. It means lion in Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah. So now after that conversation, this a couple weeks ago, I went up to Utah. I had some business up in Utah. So I go up in Utah, I hit the state capital. So I want to ask you about them state capitals too. Like, what is they? But when I went to the Utah state capital, it's cold blooded too. I'm a DM you.
Like the buildings.
Yeah. I'm on the inside, man. I ain't boy. It's like the most lavish castle you never seen. But I'm a white marble everything. But anyway, but outside of this state capital, because I be all into the mud flood, looking all. I be into what is these buildings and where did they come from? How did we make them? But anyway, on the outside of this one, it got the lions everywhere. Boy, it's big lions everywhere outside of it, and then that's
Exactly.
the Mormons up there, and John Smith, whatever his name, he say he bumped into the Indians and whoop-de-wop, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm finna tie all this together, and I just want you to break it down to me. I'm gonna get out the way. So then I've been reading Deuteronomy, and then, with America, the old world, Deuteronomy, Moses died up there, and we slide out. So in Deuteronomy, it say that as long as you follow the law, I'm gonna hit you up with all these old buildings. I'm gonna send you something else too. Where I did a hike up there. It was like we was walking through the rubble of a castle, man. It was like everything, and then we went to these. I'm gonna send it to you, and I'm gonna talk to you in the DMs. I ain't gonna take up all your time on her, but so, and also all of the buildings. And now when you go to Joseph Smith, I don't know, they got this little area downtown where they got all these big cathedrals and museums and everything, but they are old world buildings. It's lions all around the tops of all of them. You know what I mean? And so I'm just wondering, Is it a connection there? You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I know the Grand Canyon is supposed to be Egypt, and I know all that, but I just want you to try to tie it together and make it make sense to me. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man, I've been on this since the 90s. Not the 90s, maybe the early 2000s. But I ain't got nowhere near the information you be hitting me with. I say, man, and I had a teacher in this. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
He was a Mason, but I had a teacher in this, and he was hitting
and
me off with
the lines you looking at on the buildings, they the new ones, right? You was in Utah State Capitol.
yeah.
Now
They
they got
replaced
some
it.
they got some old lines they took off the building in like
Yeah,
2000,
I read
1999.
that.
And those are the original ones that our people built on that building. I got a picture. Let me show it to you. Now, like I say, that area got something to do with Judah,
Yeah.
Utah, Arizona. These are the old ones right here. They took off the buildings.
Okay.
You see how I say they removed in 1999?
Yeah.
They took these off the buildings, and they got these new ones up there. But these the old ones.
Okay.
And they got them at some type of Utah State Capitol at some type of Christian school now. They took them off and took them to some type of Christian school. But our ancient culture built them buildings.
Yeah.
These buildings got limestone from 3-4 different spots, bro. They got pink, blue, limestone all in one building. Like, it's showing that this stuff was made so elaborately. They was taking limestone from different places around different areas, bringing them back to these spots where they built the buildings. You know these other people ain't do that. That's
a fact.
So somebody took a lot of pride, a lot of time, and was a grand stonemason to even build something like this. So the mud flood is kind of overrated because really the buildings was built going underground.
Okay.
They try to tell you the mud came up and sunk the building. Nah, it's built like that originally.
Okay.
Because our people always believed in the underworld. So even under mounds, you can go underground. So by the time we evolved to building these buildings, we still building them going underground with columns. So they want to separate all this bloodline of people who were master builders, but the same bloodline of the mound builders just evolved to building these type of buildings in Utah. And that's what they don't want us to know. They want to act like it's some type of building they built, but them building was already there. And it was already going underground on purpose. Not flooded, they were on purpose going underground.
So do you know if we migrated? Because my bloodline, as far as I can look back, man, I'm Tennessee, Mississippi, and then everybody shot up to St. Louis. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But so was we just vast across everything, or did we migrate? What was going on?
I think the ancient culture talks about creation on the Mississippi River, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they break off in the tribes, or they break off into different groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some go to the copper fields in Michigan. Some go to the Mississippi Delta. Some live in the Arkansas, St. Louis area on the Mississippi River. And all the rivers was connected back then.
Yeah.
Wasn't no dams, wasn't no reservoirs, all that government stuff that messed the river system up. You could leave the Mississippi River and go right to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
On the river system. You can leave the Mississippi River and go all the way up to New York. All the way, so our people just migrated around and settled in different places in America. And then after that, they started moving to these other places like Mexico and up north and all the way down to the bottom of South America. So yeah, we moved around the land a lot until we found spots where we wanted to actually build it and settle it. But the Mississippi River is the spot to where the most people I seen. They said there was 11 million people in the area of Arkansas Pine Bluff down to the Mississippi Yazoo Delta. In that area, 11 million ancient people live there. And they was in the old newspapers. They said so many mounds in that area that they tore down is crazy. But the bloodline spread out from that area and went up, north, west, east, and just started going different places.
Man, I sure appreciate you, man. And then I'm gonna get on about here, but I'm gonna tell you, man, if I don't catch you on here, boy, I'll be catching it on YouTube, man. I appreciate you. Keep doing what
Appreciate you,
you're doing,
brother.
baby.
No doubt. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Y'all follow blah, blah, blah. L-I-N-Y. What's up, brother? Y'all follow L-I-N-Y. Follow L-I-N-Y. Any questions, any comments, y'all hop back in the chat. Put the question in the chat, or you can hop up and ask the question in the box. Because a lot of code breaking been going on with this Cygnus Aguila and Lyra teaching. Once you understand it, you understand all these other cultures and where they get it from. You can understand where all this other stuff is coming from. Dimples, what up? Any questions, any comments? Hop in the chat. This what he was kind of talking about, y'all. This is before they moved the lands off the front of the buildings, right? And put the new ones up there. See that? With the restored land in 1976. It's restored, people. He didn't build it. It's just talking about restoring it, right? Them land was already on these buildings in Utah. It's restored right there. You see it? Them people already know them lines represent Judah. They already know that. Ain't no other place in the world got this many monumental buildings, y'all. We try to downplay America, but every 100 or 200 square miles, you got the most beautiful buildings in the world in America. In the middle of nowhere. You can go to a country town in Mississippi and see one of the most monumental buildings you ever seen in your life. Who built that? Who put that big limestone building in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi? Stop playing, man. You don't even go with the city. It was already there. Y'all just built around it and put a town around it. And another thing, those buildings have agriculture right in the area. This is and also mounds and also burial spots. So colonizers are living by that building or in the building, eating the crop from the field that was already there, and burying their people on top of mounds that was already there. That's your real history. A lot of those places became plantations. It became plantations. You think there's some type of plantation them people built? That is an ancient burial ground, it's holy Kodesh. Them plantations is some of the holiest places on the face of the earth. I'm telling y'all. It's a reason them crops there. It's a reason that house there. It's a reason them mounds out there. But they teach you from a 15 to 1400 teaching. But what was there before they got there? Them houses was already there. Them crop field was already there. The mound was already out there in them crop fields. The people who bloodline from that land got enslaved or made prisoners of war right on their own land. Rode a corn. That's what happened. That's why all the places are hunted and cursed. You're right, true self. That's why all of them hunted and cursed. Your spirit carries energy, people. Spirits carry energy. Long after the people were gone that they done wrong on that land, the spirit still carries energy on that land. The spirit still can open your door. The spirit still can knock your cup off the table. Y'all think this stuff a joke. Spirits can move stuff if they mad enough. They can defy a dimension. I'm telling you. That's why them people be in them houses and the doors moving and the stuff shaking all in the cabinet. And that shit real. Y'all think, all right. Now, you know, I don't believe in a lot of supernatural stuff, but once you anger ancient people of nature, they will move something and make your ass leave, scare you to death. Angry spirits can move something. A spirit that died in peace don't move a lot. Angry spirits, yes. Roll the coin. That's true. Energy got to be released. And they're releasing it in them places. Y'all start going to look at these movies a little different. These movies are showing white people living on mounds. All of them hunted. Them hunted movie stories y'all be watching, research the story. The Shining with Jack Nicholson. The hotel sits on a mound. Beetlejuice on a mound. Wakanda on a damn mound. Y'all better start paying attention what these people telling y'all, bro. Who are the monsters? Who are the horror people? They talking about us. Pet Cemetery, Micmac Indians. Micmac Indians wrote hieroglyphics look just like Egyptian hieroglyphics. Who they talking about? What's Stephen King? Stephen King wrote about all stories of mounds. You better go research these people. Stephen King went around the country and took stories from people who lived on ancient land in America, and they told them about their horror stories, and he put it in a movie form. Facts. Look it up. These facts now. Sean, all right. You got a question or a comment? Michigan Mac, I ain't gonna lie to you on this channel. I already studied. Yo.
Hey, Truth, how you doing?
I'm all right, how you doing?
Man, I love what you be saying, and I was so inspired. Last week, I must have told about 20 people to come look at your station. Some young people in the store, I done stopped them. You know, they walk around with their hair braided. They don't know why they got braids. I know we used to braid our hair when we was kids, see who could do the best braids and stuff. But when I told them, they were so inspired. I hope they're on here listening to you, because I told them catch you like 2 or 3 times a week. I don't know what time. I told them usually in the mornings. And
Send them to the YouTube, because I always put them all on YouTube. You can go watch it.
And that's what I told them. I said go to YouTube, but I DM'd you. I'm hoping that you go back on some of your teachings, because they didn't know any of the stuff I was telling them, and they were so interested. But we in the middle of Walmart and stuff like that. So, you know, one kid, he was working, but his braids were so damn neat. I said, boy, I know you native. And does it have anything to do, like, I saw something the other day. It said,
cornrows.
Yeah, cornrows. I know cornrows do, but just the name of it, period. I mean, roll the corn and all that.
That's exactly where it comes from. I'm
Right.
gonna tell you something deep real fast. The braiding of like pottery and stuff like that is braided the same way like cornrows. So all them like them baskets and stuff that was made by the ancient culture in America, it's all braided the same way like cornrows. So they braid their hair the same way, and that is an American tradition. You know,
I mean
after
when you
that,
start talking about that, it just reminded me when we were kids, all the girls, we all gather around, and I'm like high yellow with soft hair, so they thought I had good hair. I said, this ain't no good hair. But they wouldn't let me braid. Everybody want to braid my hair, but I learned how to braid too. But I'm just saying, like, it's been a part of our culture. I remember going to school and my high school teacher said I look like Bo Derek. I said, no the hell I don't. She looked like me. And he, you know, just certain things you say. But when I was talking to some young people this weekend,
yeah,
they were so interested. He said, "Ma'am, we never heard any of this." I said, "Look at Truth's channel." So I even DM'd you. I was somewhere and they make patches. I ordered a patch say, "We know the truth now." I'm putting on my clothes so these kids can find your channel. and
thanks.
and
Yeah, I gotta
it's
go
just
check
been
that out.
so inspiring listening to you, and I really appreciate what you're telling us, because I've been in this search longer than I went through so many different religions. I said, no, that ain't true, that ain't true. And one thing you told us about when they said it's from the Bible, because I learned stuff through the Bible, but
Mhm.
one thing I used to get turned off about when they talk about the 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 souls of men mixing with the daughters of heaven. I don't know how it really go right now, but that thing used to just throw me off. I said that don't sound right, so I wouldn't. I just move on and stuff. But these kids need to know the truth, because something's happening and they need to be ready for whatever's coming. Because if we get back to who we are, we'll be prepared. He ain't gonna leave us out here. I don't know if it's a he, she. You said Mother Earth. But we ain't gonna be out here stupid. We're gonna learn something. So I love what you're doing. Keep doing it, and that's all I got. There was one thing I wanted to ask you, but you wouldn't pull me up, and now I done forgot because I run my mouth too much. I don't remember. Anyway,
It's
I
cool.
love
You
what
come
you're
back up in a
doing.
minute if you get it. You come back up.
All right,
I
thank you.
got you. No
Oh,
problem.
wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. All right, I think I put it in the chat. It says Yod Hey Wah Hey, which is I am that I am. So can you elaborate on that's a Hebrew term. That's they call him the creator, but something about it tells me it's more like who you are in your person. Do you know anything about that?
It's Yode.
Yod Hey Wah Hey, it's Yahweh. You heard the word Yahweh, they say that's the creator.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when you
yeah,
get to Hebrew, it's a Yod Hey Wah or Vah Hey.
yeah. Yahweh was like the first deity for God with Hebrews, right? With like Israelites.
Right.
But the Yahweh's people went against the nature's teaching people. That was like the first religious battle of nature and religion in
really?
history. In history, yeah.
Okay.
So Yahweh is Paleo Hebrew, but Yahweh is considered a man deity of God, and it was going against the nature's people. So back
And
and forth.
that's why I think we have so many
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say this on here, but homosexuals today, because they're going against women all the time, and they don't realize that it take both of them to create.
That's when the knowledge turned from feminine energy in Paleo Hebrew to the male energy
Oh.
with the Yahweh teaching, right?
Oh, with the Yahweh. Okay. Thank you.
And I'm sticking with the feminine teaching because the feminine teaching goes with nature. So after the
know-
Yahweh stuff came out, all type of man God deity sprung up in that area.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still here today.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I could go on forever, but thank you for bringing
Thank
me
you so
up, and I appreciate what you're doing, and I hope I can lead more people to you, but I hope you also go back and come
I'ma go
forward
back.
again, because the young people, they really don't know this stuff.
I've been thinking about just redoing my whole thing and starting from the beginning. So I'm gonna go back.
Right. So if you put some order on it so that if I tell them when they look at it, they can find some kind of order to it that'll bring them up to speed because them kids didn't know none of what I said and they were so interested. I stayed as long as I could, but you can only tell so much in 10 minutes running your mouth.
I got you. I'm gonna redo it.
All right.
All right,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Go out. Follow Miss Shauna. Follow Miss Shauna. Let me show y'all something about Yahweh. See, this the part that's very important about history, right? As you see, Yahweh, he is, right? He brings into existence whatever exists, right? Now you talking about I am who I am. That's what you was talking about, right? But he is. He will be. See that? This is when the male teaching, some of the first male teachings of the Creator is a he, Yahweh. It's not right. It was a mixture of people on that side of the world. Over here, we always believed in the mother. So our people believed in the mother when we got over there too. And then you start mixing with these other cultures, and then they come with the he. He is. Him. God is a man, and the Creator is a man. And because it was too much, it was egotistical of those people we mixed with the man leading the charge, or the man being the first creator. That is where a lot of history went wrong, right? And that history still haunts us today, right? We talk about all these men, gods and deities and stuff, but automatically a man is not the chief. I mean, he's not the original creator teaching, right? Automatically. So that automatically is a red flag, right? Roll the coin. Countless ancient cultures revered the mother goddess as the primordial creator of the universe. Rather than just a symbol of fertility, she was often viewed as the ultimate genesis of life, creating both the natural world and the gods from her own being. Now, that mother goddess teaching turned into man's teaching over time. That was the original teacher. I'm gonna tell you something I saw, and it kind of bothered me a little bit. I see people talking about the mother goddess in nurture. Daughter or the son, I got something for you. Thursday, I got something for you. I hear people talking about the mother goddess teaching a lot. These are new shirts with the new distributor. We're going to get these out to the other people who already had previous shirts real fast. But anyway, I see a lot of people talking about the mother goddess teaching. A lot of people are adding today's, check it out, Chief Michael. A lot of people are adding today's attitude with ancient cultures' teachings. That's not right, people. Stop doing that. And I ain't trying to be hard on people or get at nobody, but you cannot say a woman's supposed to be a nurturer, but the man is abusive. It's not virtuous. Who taught you that? You talking about 2026 or when it was created? Hold on now. I'm explaining like this, bro. Why is it so much? You are not divine if you cannot connect with your people. Man, woman, child, you're not divine. I don't care what your following look like. I don't care what you're talking about. You're not divine. Anybody with some sense knows that a person who is not good for you and bad for you, right? You got all this knowledge, but you can't tell the difference between a good person and a bad person. You can't tell between who to date and who not to date. You can't tell between this man an abuser and this man got peace and love in his heart. I can tell. I don't know about nobody else, but I can tell. But anyway, women, we cannot put the new thoughts of the world into an ancient teaching. It don't go together. This is 2026. They were talking about the mother goddess in 6000 BC. They must have something right. We must got it wrong today. Automatically, they had it right. We got it wrong. Why are the women bashing the man so much and they want to be divine? I don't get that. Balance in nature, balance and harmony in nature is balance of everything. Not just men thoughts or women thoughts, it's balanced. That's basic, right? So why are we always making it a subject to put the men against the women? I don't like that. Ain't nothing beautiful, ain't nothing to teach about that. Right? Like, we gotta stop going against our own people, bro. If you had a bad experience with a man, or I had a bad experience with a woman, we picked them. We picked the wrong team. We lost in the finals. You got to take responsibility for that. You just picked the wrong. You say ain't no good people. You just picked the bad people. That's not everybody's fault. That bad person don't represent all our people as a whole. We got to start looking in the mirror and taking responsibility for what we do. You let them in the house. You laid down with them. You tried to love them. They wasn't that, you didn't see it in them in the first place. Now everybody bad. You picked them. Ain't nobody force you to mess with them people. They didn't put a gun in your head and mess with these people that wasn't no good. You seen the red flags. You picked them. So don't complain about what they done. You picked them. Ain't nobody force you to do nothing. If you pick the right alignment with what you got going on, it will work. You pick a virtuous person who cares about you, who thinks about you sometime, it'll work. But you didn't pick nobody of virtue. Don't say every man is bad. It don't make no sense. You picked that evil motherfucker. So don't think everybody like him. Or I picked that evil woman. I don't think everybody like her. I can't do that. That's not fair to the rest of the people, right? So to be divine is you must pick virtue from the start. You must pick a part of the bill with from the start. You can't just randomly select a pick and then act like everybody liked it. Then you pick the Charlotte Hornets and you lose. You better go pick Wembanyama. You better go pick the Thunder, the Spurs. Quit picking the damn Memphis Grizzlies thinking you finna win the championship. Stop picking. Give me another team in football who's sorry as hell. Stop picking the damn Arizona Cardinals. You better go get you some You better go get you some damn Patriots. Baltimore, at least somebody in the playoffs. Go get somebody. Quit picking them teams at the bottom of the division. Like you finna win a ring. You not finna win a ring. The team ain't organized. They're not good. They don't make good decisions. The draft pick's bad. People are just like these teams. You pick them in the draft, and in the player, you ain't even. That's what's going on out here. So stop trying to. Don't tear down your people, bro. We gotta stop doing it. Some of these people are lonely, sitting in the house by themselves, just tearing other people down. You gotta go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror. You by yourself tearing people down, they ain't even around. Something ain't right with you. Roll the coin. We point the finger too much. We gotta start looking at ourselves. You got to sit down and know what you want in qualities of people. And that's what you look for. Don't just random select and think you just finna win a championship. Nah. Fuck all that. Virtue is taking accountability for what you do, people. Virtue is taking accountability for what you do. Let me give y'all a story about my life. Give y'all a story about my life that let me know it's not about other people. It's about you. Your virtue, what you gonna do. Other people gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. Let me give y'all a story about my life. I was selling marijuana, a lot of it, in Jackson, Mississippi. Right? It was a guy that had a house. Flower Garden. This is a real story now. It's a guy had a house, used to buy marijuana from me, but he didn't live there. He just owned the house, but he had moved out of the hood. So he was like, proof now. You give me a little bit of product every week, you can keep the house and do what you gonna do. Cool, here you go. I give it to him. He give me the keys. Oh, what did he do that for? The house looking like Walmart now. The house is booming. I'm talking about they beating the door down. I'm getting rid of marijuana all out of the windows, through the bar doors. I'm going crazy. I'm trapped out. This is a true story. I got people gonna vouch for this. So now, it was some guys around the corner who saw me doing my thing that I knew from the neighborhood, right? But these guys wasn't like me. Some of them wasn't like me. Some of them was, these were people I knew now. Some of them were like me, and some of them were not their type of dude, but they were cool, right? They wasn't no drug dealer. They just were cool from the neighborhood. They went to college and school, right? I'm young at the time, right? So they see me making all this money. They come to the house. 2 of them will come, the other 2 will come, 3 more will come. So when everybody got in the house, I said, y'all schoolboys, y'all gotta get the fuck up out of here. This ain't for y'all. Y'all schoolboys, get up out of here, bro. I'm in South Jackson, blah, blah, blah. I'm in South Jackson. I'm talking about the home of it, South Jackson. Y'all schoolboys or y'all boys who trying to go to work and do the right thing, get up out of here. I already knew that, right? I already knew they wasn't built. If the police come, they not built for this. What's gonna happen? They gonna spill the beans. They gonna run their mouth, right? Roll the coin. This street was called Woodside. Anybody from Jackson, Mississippi, Woodside off McDowell Road? Truth now, the first nigga to put the trap house in South Jackson. And I'm telling y'all the truth. Now, they still want to come around because they making easy money. They making easy money. They still want to come around instead of trying to run them off. Get y'all ass out of here. This ain't for y'all. Go home. Your mama gonna call the police on me for getting you up in here. Get up out of here, bro. They still coming. Because it's going down. It's going down. I'm letting everybody make money. You know me. I'm a real nigga. I ain't selfish. Get the money. Get the money. Get the money. I'm letting everybody get money, right? So, boom. One morning, Woody Drive, too gracious. See, you bringing back memories, too gracious. Woody, McDowell, Suncrest. Oh, that's my area. But anyway, we left that night. So I had sold marijuana at this house for like 3 months. Bro, I'm talking about this house is doing thousands of dollars a day. $4,000 and $5,000 a day on a bad day. I done dropped the prices, bigger bags. I'm just acting a fool, right? So that night, 3 months after we run it, the house is on fire at this point. The house is on fire at this point, right? So I used to leave the house and go to another house where I slept at, right? So that morning, the next morning, I told them the night before, I said, bro, I'm finna get ready to move this house because it's too hot. So that morning, I ride by the house. I was finna stop by there and put my stuff in there. But when I rolled by the house, it was a narcotic parked 2 houses down in another abandoned house with murder tent on the Crown Vic. Me knowing the neighborhood, they caught on pole to be there. This is warning before destruction now. And I already know I got these schoolboys in there that's gonna open the door and tell and everything else that they scary as hell. Now, I ride by there. I don't even stop because I see the narcotic, right? He watching the house. I already peeped him out, y'all. I'm already a step ahead of his ass. I ride by him. I go back to the other house and put everything back up. And I just go chill for the day. I said, the house hot, I ain't gonna go. Now, what does that teach me? I'm gonna tell y'all the end of the story. Now, what does that teach me? I know the house hot. I got some niggas in the house that's not gonna hold up. What did I supposed to do, y'all? What I supposed to do? See, after I see the warning, that's when I supposed to handle the business. I supposed to handle the business then, right? I don't supposed to go back in there now another day. I see the police on the house. I got guys in here that don't supposed to be in here. So, and I had ample opportunity not to crack that door now another day. And I would have never went to jail. So, in real life, I know the real. I see the police, and I got young guys in here that ain't never been to jail. I don't suppose to open that house now another day. Close shop, energy matcher. What I do? My phone is blowing up off the hook. I'm sitting in the cool house watching TV, phone blowing up. So greed told me, okay, I think I'm smarter than the program now. This is where you mess up. Okay, they gotta change shifts, we know the truth now. They gonna pop, when it get dark, I'm going to the house get some money. When it get dark, ain't no more police in the yard across the street. I'm finna go get the money. 5 o'clock after traffic, I pull up in the yard, trap house open. Crack the door, let my people back in. We are now watching DVD. Then when DVD were popping. We watching Mike Epps DVD. I'm drinking codeine. Big gold chain on. Chevy Caprice outside with candy flip-flop. On the Caprice with the rims. With the brown leather seats. Super clean. Super clean. Candy flip-flop, box Chevy. 24s. Brown leather top, brown leather, nasty. I'm the cleanest car on that side of Jackson, Mississippi. I'm 19 years old. Y'all can get out of my way. This is a true story. About 7:30, 7:45. Boom, 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 boom. MBN. MBN stands for Mississippi Bureau of Narcotics. MBN opened the motherfucking door. I said, bro, now, I got 8 pounds in the closet. True story. 8 pounds in the closet. I got 200 pills in my pocket. 200 pills in my pocket. I swear I would go get the niggas in the hood. They would tell you this story the same way. Now, when they hit the door, get what I thought? I don't even supposed to be here. I'm stupid. They showed me they was coming. Then I got these little young, some of these guys gonna tell soon they gonna open the door. I said, bro, don't open the door. Let them do their job, bro. Let them tear that bar door down. Don't open the door. Somebody in the chat said it. I go straight to the bathroom, flushing them, flushing them, flushing them, flushing them, flushing them, flushing them, right? By the grace of the ancestors, I flushed all 200 of them pills. Every last one of them. I dropped a couple up on the floor. I swept them up. Now, as I look up the hallway, right? One of the little schoolboys who I'm cool with, get what he doing? Opening up the damn door. I said, bro, don't do it. It was like a movie. Don't do it. Click. When he clicked the door, man, the narcotic grabbed him by the shirt, bro. Snatched him right off the porch like this, like a monster. Hey, they come in the house now. This is a true story, Clarice. I'm gonna take y'all to the house on my live. I'm gonna show y'all the house on my live when I be back in Jackson. I'm gonna take you to the house. Now, I'm in there. I got like $12,000 in my pocket. I got big old money in my pocket. I got on a big old Cuban link chain. I'm 19. The car outside, the paint worth $3,000. The paint on the car is worth $3,000. We're in the middle of the worst neighborhood in some of the worst neighborhoods in Jackson. Now, these other guys who I thought was gonna be quiet, cause it ain't about you just be quiet, bro. Like we going to jail anyway, bro. Just be quiet. Now, the schoolboy already got snatched out. Now the tough guys in there with me. Guess what the tough guys doing? Oh, B-man, hold up for that shit, man. They got a pocket full of dope Police pulled out their pocket, but they want me to hold up for it because I got the most. And it's my house. And I'm sitting there like, bro, y'all already telling I ain't even put the cuffs on y'all good. Roll the car. These niggas telling before they even get in the car. But y'all tough in the hood though. Y'all some real killers, huh? But y'all go tell. That's when it hit me, bro. That's when it hit me. I made bad decisions. I got to hold up for this. I should have seen these guys were gonna open the door, which I knew it. I thought about it before it even happened. I should have knew these guys already got 3-4 felony charges. I ain't got no charges. They gonna when the police get them, they gonna get to telling. The police was already outside the house before I got there. So I made a bad decision. So I held up for all of that, right? Because y'all don't even supposed to be in here. I don't even supposed to be in here to open the door for y'all ass. Because I just seen the police, the narcotic outside the house this morning. So now, me being a real one, as I go to jail, I tell them folks, look, bro, all of it mine. All of it mine. They still took them to jail, but at the same time, when I got my lawyer, I told them folks, all the stuff mine. Let them folks go, bro. All of it mine. You know why I did that? I took responsibility because I'm the brain of the operation. This is my spot. They got the shit they got from me. They paid for it, but they got it from me. If I wouldn't have opened up the door and shut it down, well, none of us would have went to jail. Right? I know some people don't look at it like that. Some people would have been like, man, them niggas some snitches. They telling, they snitching, they telling. But I look at it different because I must account for what I do. I could have saved everybody because I seen the move. They didn't see the police that morning. I did. So I could have shut the whole thing down. I had the money and just moved to another spot and cooled it off. So I held up for all of that. So a couple days later, they let all of them out. And then they gave me a stupid ass, high ass bun. Which was cool because I had some money because I was selling dope. But anyway, I say all that to say this. I say all of that. I got more stories like this I'm going to tell y'all too. That ain't the first time. I got 2 houses kicked in. But anyway, I said all that to say this. We must hold up for what we do. If we know better, we do better. If something goes wrong and we could have made a better choice, we got to take accountability for that. So if you made a bad choice with a man or a woman you picked, don't just think all men bad and all women bad, or everybody want a man don't care nothing about woman, and that's a lie. You just got one experience with one bad decision. So you can't go through life like that because everybody is not the same. So I held up for my decision that I opened up that door that day. That taught me a lot. If I make better decisions, I can save myself and a lot of other people I love, right? But if I make the wrong decision, I can't complain about it. I got to hold up for that. And I can't be trying to I could have just been on some weak shit and been like, man, all these niggas snitch. Everybody a snitch in the house. The dude opened the door and snitch. These folks snitches. I could have just got on that type of time and just blamed everybody else. But they couldn't have never got in there if I didn't let them in. So that's learning from the land right there. That's learning from experience. That's learning from, we showed you that it was going down and you didn't even pay attention. You didn't even take that as an accountability not to even open the door. Right? So nowadays, we must take ability for who we spend our time with. We must take accountability of who we want to upbring and love. Is they worthy of that? We must take accountability for things we already know that we don't act on. So that goes back to ancient history I was just telling you. The ancient culture said, if they do not till the soil, evil is coming their way. What does that mean? If they're not preoccupied with getting the field together to roll, to put the crops out there, that automatically lets me know when the harvest comes, you ain't gonna have nothing. So let's translate that into today. If you're dealing with somebody who is not tilling the field and breaking off the crop with you, out there in the field with you, eating the same crop both of y'all put together, or if they're not even tilling at all, that's not the people. It's not them. Right? I just showed y'all the first Egyptians said these people were enemies. Automatically they didn't till the soil. Right? Automatically they didn't till the soil. You just translate that over to today's people, right? Automatically they didn't till the soil. So if they don't till the soil, they are attempting to seize your crop field in your Nile Delta. You get it? They trying to knock you off for tilling the soil and becoming abundant. You get it? So if you pick somebody who didn't till the soil, they're not virtuous, they don't have no patience, they angry and mean, but you want to act like they are the virtuous farmer. Nah, you pick them folks. You got to go with that decision. You better pick somebody who's going to till the soil and grow the crop and eat it with you. That's what you better do. Because if they just watching you till the soil and your crop come in and they want to attack and take it, that was deemed evil. And that's what it's the same thing today, people. Same thing today. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed, right? Y'all know who ain't tilling the soil. Y'all already know these people, bro. And even if they are tilling the soil, are they breaking bread? Are they breaking crop with you? Even if they are tilling the soil, are they breaking crop with you? Because the original done it together to eat together. Right? If we supposed to be like this here, we supposed to do this together. You make the decision if that's the type of person that's going to do it together. You know if they are not. That's when you make your decision. You make your decision based off that. Who tilling and who working together. If they don't till at all, they don't even get in the conversation. And I'm not talking about money. I'm just talking about, are they there to work with you to make it better for the both of y'all? Because a lot of people just out here trying to make it better for themselves. Not better for the benefit of all of us, the benefit of themselves. You got to take that into consideration. Then you make your pick. So don't get on here and say, I can't get on here and say all women are bad. That's foolishness. That's a lie. And women can't get on here and say all men are bad. That's a lie. That's not true at all. You don't have to pump up feminine energy. You don't have to do that. You think men don't understand a great woman, when they see it, you ain't gotta get on here and try to pump yourself up. People already know it. We know all you. We know you not all you are. We know it. We already know it. You ain't gotta talk no big game for people to respect you. People respect you about what you do every day, how you act, how you treat people, how virtuous you are. That's what gets you into the roller corn. So now, this is how you must look at it. People are not judging you off of what you have. Me ain't care nothing about that. Don't care nothing about that. Me don't care nothing about what no woman got. I'm just telling y'all the truth. They care about the virtue. They care the nurture. Now people out here talking about some, we not nurturing no evil killers and no abusive men. You picked them. You didn't pick nobody with the same virtue you got. That's your fault. What's wrong with you? If you something for angel, why you go pick a demon? It's your damn fault. Don't just be on here just trying to blame the man. You picked him. You let a snake in the hen house and thought the snake wasn't gonna hit the hens. Is you crazy? Oh, that's a good snake. Let him on in there with the eggs and the chickens. Snake ate everything in there. You knew he was a goddamn snake when you let him in there. He might ain't tell you he was a snake, but his tongue was... You already knew it. You didn't pick nobody virtue when you tried to play the cards. It's your fault. Take responsibility for that. You picked Sam Bowie, and Michael Jordan was on the board. That's all what happened. So don't get mad at Michael Bowie for being Michael Bowie, and then somebody else got Mike. No, you should have picked Mike. Turn the whole team around. So we are pointing the finger at people, but we're not pointing the finger at ourselves. We can't do that. So stop trying to put feminine energy against masculine energy and both of them evil, and we don't want to be no nurturer. You nurture, then they come and protect. You know that's how they work? Nurture, then protection. No nurture, no protection. No nurture, nobody to love you. Nurture, then protection. That's just the natural way of nature. So don't be complaining about protection and all of that if you ain't never nurtured nobody. It don't work. In nature, it's nurture and protect. Look it up. We not nurturing nobody. We divine feminine. We not nurturing nobody. That means you're not divine. So it's cool to believe that, but then you're not divine. You're not smart as you think you is. Bees make honey. Honey? Bees don't make charcoal, nigga. You might not understand it. That's some old Mississippi shit. Bees make honey. You better break that down. Honey gonna bring what you need. I'm sorry, bro. Come on now. Roll the card. Bees make honey. You might fuck around and get something sweet. You might fuck around and get something sweet. We know the truth now. Sweet and plentiful. See, we need some old school teachings, bro. This new school shit is not worth a damn. We need some old school shit. I'm gonna start taking niggas back to the old school, cause this new school shit fucked up. This new school shit fucked up. We gotta go back to the 80s and 90s and 70s and shit, cause this 2025 shit is garbage. Trash. Now, we once had morals, standards. Couldn't no money buy it off you. Couldn't no car, house buy it off you. People once tilled the field together and won together. How you think some of y'all mama and daddy done it? Them folk work together. Them folk till together. That's why they out here on vacation, retired and living good now. Ain't worried about a damn thing. They work together. What kept that together? Nurture and protection kept it together. That's it. He valued her, she valued him. That's it. When the value is gone, that's when it goes away. Right? So, all of this evil, manipulative, talking in codes, sneak dissing, hating on your own people, that shit got to stop, bro. When I hear so-called divine people just negatively speaking all the time, speaking in codes, I know they're not divine. You got too many slick thoughts in your head, bro. You're trying to be sharper than the program. Life really easy, bro. To be honest with you. Now, the monetary system of the corporation made it harder. But virtue is really easy. Giving a damn it really come with your spirit, but we block it off. Like people starting to block it off and act like they ain't got no love and no emotions no more. Because the world taught you that. Your emotions and love mean everything to this planet and the people on it. When you block that off, you block off you block off your power. You block your power. Let me tell y'all what I would have did. What I would have did if Bob, what's his name? Chud the Builder, walked up on Truth Now. Tell you what I would have did. What you doing over there, chimping? Nigger? Get what I would have said. Appreciate you, bro. You just called me a king, bro. I'm your king. I appreciate that. You just called me a king, bro. Whole time I'm putting it up on my phone. Here you go. Nigger. You a hunter-gatherer. You just called me a king. You don't even know it. You so stupid that you think this is a triggering word. Well, really, it's not. So you want me to crash out for you calling me a king? No, bro. I'ma laugh at that hunter-gatherer. I'ma laugh in his face. Appreciate you, big dog. Go on about my business. Roll the coin. Talking about some race baiting. Race baiting? Come on, bro. He don't even know what he talking about. Y'all think that word started from white people? You crazy. That ain't who created that word. They have no vocabulary, people. Stop giving them power. Right? Stop giving them power. Stop giving these people power. They don't have none. The only power that they possess is hiding your history. They know that. They know that. If I hide their history, it's the only power I got over them people. I can't get in the ring with them. I can't think faster than them. I can't live in nature longer than them. They lungs better, they skin better, they teeth better. They whole internal organ system is stronger. They hair better, they drive better, they shoot the three better, they dunk better, they run faster, they hit harder on the linebackers, and they look better. Nigga ain't even lift a weight in his life and woke up cut. We wake up, boy, it's some people in the hood ain't lift a weight in their life, 6'5", Mike Tyson. They know that. They know they can't stop you from doing nothing. The only thing they can do is hide your history and teach you you are a worthless black man. They even got women out here doing it. Worthless black man. You ever thought about why they so hard on a worthless black man? Why they so hard on him? Why they ain't that hard on the white boy? Why they ain't that hard on the Chinese boy? Why they ain't that hard on the Arab boy? Why they always in the hood watching us all day? Why they race baiting us? Trying to. They know who you are. If you weren't that powerful, they wouldn't even be there to look over you. Them people look over Native Americans, bro. Bro, them people look over Native Americans. They don't even say nothing about. Do you ever see the police talk about Native Americans? We riding around the Native American community finna lock somebody up. No. They don't even care about them folks. Them folks ain't hitting no shit. We ain't gotta watch them folks. Them folks finna get drunk and fall out. They not finna do nothing. They ain't even finna make no money like that. Couple of them might, but they know who the indigenous powerful people are. So they police you. I don't care about no damn Native American. They ain't gonna watch no Arab. They don't watch no white people. They don't watch nobody but us. Why? Because all of them immigrants in this our land, and they know if we find out the power of our people if we come together. They know it. So just the thought of us coming together and doing something, they sick the police on all of us. Try to get rid of the most of them we can before they find out who they really are. We try to lock the most of them up. We hope they kill each other. We hope they really hurt each other before they even figure it out. The less we got to try to hurt. That's how they looking at the situation, people. The less niggas, the less problems when they go down. That's how they looking at it. You right. 3 or more young boys standing outside the gas station is a gang. That is not a gang. Damn. If you're playing football, you need a running back and a receiver to throw it to. If little kid got 3 of them together with a football, that's a blood gang. Y'all finna hit the kid with the Rico Act? Bro, this is crazy, bro. In Atlanta, they had a gang unit. They were riding around. All the little melanated boys who were together, they jumping out on them. Can they go to the park, bro? Can they go to the computer and read? Can they even get home from school without y'all jumping out on them, bro? Y'all ain't jumping out on them Mexicans. If our people are together, we are a problem. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They can deal with one of y'all, maybe 2. But 8, 9, you a gang. You a gang. Roll the corn. That dude couldn't race bait me, though. I'll laugh in his face. Trying to show y'all a little something right quick. Now, the N-word, right? The N-word. It goes back way farther than what we think it does, people. Way back before a slavery person ever said it. I'm talking thousands and thousands of years that word go back. It ain't got nothing to do with slavery. Nothing. Europeans bought that word from Europe and Africa. The word is older than colonization. So when you hear it over here, while they think they are getting out on you, they're not. Nowhere near it. Don't let that stuff bother you. Cause they so ignorant, they don't know where it even come from. And let them stay ignorant on it, right? Let them stay ignorant. Let them stay ignorant. Let them stay ignorant. To be honest with y'all, we could not We cannot be stopped. N/GR, often written as NGR in Egyptology. Netjer, ancient Egyptian for God. Where you think that word came from? Them folk calling you something. They don't even know it, bro. Oh, man. Hold on. N/GR, often written as NGR, Netjer or Netter. Interesting. Let's break that down real quick. Because y'all must understand what this stuff means. Now, in the old languages, ain't no I and G. I mean, ain't no E and I and all of that type of stuff, right? Y'all already know that. God or divine power. Roll the coin. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Roll the coin. Put the coin in the chat. Give me a two, give me a two, give me a two. Let me drop this right quick. Give me a two, give me a two, give me a two, give me a two. Okay. N/GR is Egyptian, can refer to a few different concepts, right? NGR, often written as NGR, Netger, or Netter. Transcription of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic word for God or divine being. Egyptians read this word as Netger or Neger, divine being. A white boy calling me a nigger is calling me a divine being. Them folks been calling us divine beings so long that that word that turned into like some type of bad word, so-called, but that word go back thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Right? Wider meaning from the Western concept of God, used to describe deities, the pharaoh, or even objects receiving ritualistic worship. Nigger, divine being. Now let's break down Netger, right? Because you got to understand what this stuff means. We don't be saying this stuff for nothing, right? God, a divine being. Translated as God, a term has much broader meaning to the Egyptians. Traditional deities, but also to spirits. They say demons and pharaoh, Netger of the living God, or even deceased ancestors who were venerated. Now, the ancient hieroglyphic symbol of Netger, you see that flag right there? See that flag is thought to represent staff bound in cloth, a traditional symbol of the flagpole, sacred district marker. See that flag? Netger. Now, anybody who know about Egypt knows that that flag is on the back of Anubis. Anubis with Netger flag. Let me show you. Right there. There you go, right there. See that? Anubis with Netger flag. Now let me show y'all this Anubis with that flag in America. Let me show it to you. It's called the Anubis Cave in Oklahoma. Let me show you the ancient one. Before Egypt. There you go right there. There you go right there. That's the same thing. Let me show y'all something. This is on the wall. This is the Egyptian one, right? It's an old one on the wall in Oklahoma, just like this. See the Anubis dog with the Netger flag? Some type of sun rising and sun setting. See that? The place called Anubis Cave, people. Right there in Oklahoma. You got ancient petroglyphs with this on the wall. And it's aligned with the equinox. So it's showing an ancient culture A flail is a whip with a handle. That's what they try to say. But that's Netzer. That's what that means. This is the whole scene right here on the wall. Sun rising, sun setting. Right? Anubis is the protector of the afterlife. So when the sun comes down, you get Anubis. Because he's an afterlife deity when the sun is down. That's why sun sets, sun rises, sun sets, you get Anubis of the afterlife. You get it? Right in Oklahoma. Let me show you the name of the cave again. Y'all won't think I'm making this up. Anubis Cave in Oklahoma. Blackish skinned man with the head of a jackal. That's Anubis. Right in America. Some of y'all live right around the corner from this stuff. You don't even know it's there. It's there. So Netzer hooks the NGR, which is Neger. They talking about ancient melanated teachings. Neger. Netzer, Neger, same thing. NTR, NGR. So you must know what these words mean. I told y'all them people ain't got no history in 2000 BC. Them people ain't started understanding some type of written history to almost right before Christ was born. These people ain't got no history past no 1000 BC or nothing like that. They couldn't write. They didn't know what we were talking about. So ancient words don't even come from them. They create no words. They just rearrange them and make them into different words, different meanings, right? But they create no words. You must find the original meaning of the word. And it's all words. English is just a language with letters added to make an ancient word new. That's all it is. That's all English is. Make an ancient word new, and then they change the meaning of it, so you can't understand what it was in the beginning. That's all English is, y'all. That's why they say it spells and curses on the English language. But you are changing it to mean something else from the original meaning. Right? That's all it is. Y'all get it? You get it? Now, Haru is older than Jaru. Right? The ancient Semitic Hebrew name for the city, Jerusalem. Jerusalem. Wasn't no J. It was a Y. Right? That still go back to Haru. Right? It still got a connection to Haru. Jeru and Haru. Jeru and Haru is a connection there. It's the word changing over time, right? It's the word changing over time. A lot of this stuff is way older than what you think it is. These words don't come, words are before biblical times. Jerusalem, right? It wasn't. That's why you got the city's name Urek, right? Urek, them old cities. That U is a language that comes from a certain people using that U, Urek, Jerusalem. They come from an ancient culture. They don't come from. Then it changes into Jerusalem later on, but these words are changed 2 or 3 times, people. Roll the coin. See, you think it's really like Shalayim, right? Salem, Shalayim, Yerushalayim. See this, it ain't Salem. It's another word for that, right? Shalayim, Shalah, stuff like that. See, it's not really Salem, right? It's Salem, Shalah, Shalom. You get it? It's peace, completeness. It's Yaru Shalayim, or Shalah, Yaru Shalah. That's how it really go. See how Salem is hooked up to Shalah and Shalom? Culturally connected with Semitic roots. Now, Winston-Salem. See, you think that is an English word, but really Salem come from an ancient word, Shalah. Hebrew word. Sumerian Canaanite mythology. Shalom, Canaanite god of dusk. Now, why did the Sumerians speak in Hebrew? See, I thought they were aliens. Why Sumerians speaking Hebrew, big dog? Shalom. See, you got to start asking yourself these type of questions. They just tell you they aliens and you just bite the lick. It ain't the truth. Them Sumerians were paleo pictograph people also. From here. That culture, that's our language. Wasn't no shalom and all that old type of stuff over there. Zayin, wasn't none of that. And Iraq and wasn't no words like that in Africa, bro. Until a certain people pull it up. It's a whole different language than them people language. That's what you don't understand. A lot of people think that languages came from Africa. No. That language came with the people. We name all the cities over there. Mizraim. That's our name. Nachal. The real name for the Nile River. That's our shit. They come from Noon or the snake of creation. Mizraim, Nachal, Sidonian, right? They just changed the name of the cultures. All that old Shalah, Shalom, that is not their culture. They want you to think it is, but it's not. It's not even their language. Salem, Shalah. Now, when you go look at it, you go look at an ancient Choctaw language, you will see these same words. It just will be spelled different. You'll see the same words. Shala, Choctaw. People still speaking Hebrew. Talking about a Choctaw language. See, they try to spell it different. See? Shala, Shala. See what I'm saying? Choctaw Dictionary. See, they know where these words come from, bro. Shala. Then you go right back to Shala. Same damn word in Hebrew. One letter switch, but the whole meaning changed. See what I'm saying? That's how they play with you with these languages. Man, it be the same words. It be the same words. I'm just going through stuff, y'all. Y'all don't mind me, bro. I'm just going through shit right now. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just wilding out. Now, right? You are, right? The city of Mesopotamia. Used in Hebrew Bible as a proper noun for the of the Chaldeans, Kasdim, right? Now the Sumerians lived in the city of right? Sumerian Association, Sumerians. I ain't spelling it right, but it'll pop up. Now, ancient world's first cities, served as a major wealthy city-state in Sumerian civilization. Is Hebrew, bro. See, they don't want to teach it. That's a damn Hebrew word. They ain't got nothing to do with no aliens. But they want you to think this is an alien city in the middle of in the desert. No. Let's go back. It's a Hebrew word. It's an ancient pronunciation of one of these words. It's another sound of words. But they will teach you that these some type of aliens from damn outer space, but they're using old paleo languages. That lets me know who they are. Because their language only come from one place, I'm telling you. Here. It do not come from over there. So you see words like right? You see that you better start checking around. Now, think about it. Uruk. Think about it. Uruk, right? Now, Uruk is another city of the Sumerians. Now, it's linked to the word Laharek, which means to empty, to pour out, they say. Now, they started translating into Orek, long, length, patience, right? In the Hebrew Bible, this also name of the ancient Babylonian city of Uruk, right? Uruk. Uruk is known as this word here, which is Hebrew. See that? Ancient Sumerians. Right? Let's go see what it means. To prolong, to lengthen. Erect. Right? Now, why? Now we must understand why these words are ancient words, people. These words ain't got nothing to do with no alien people. Nothing to do with that, right? Nothing to do with nothing like that. Nothing to do with nothing like that. But they'll teach you that these aliens coming from outer space with all these alien stories, right? Let me see some. Now you got to go like you. What you do is you find the real word and then you go get the deep meaning of it, the old meaning of these places. Now that city is in the book of Genesis. Then you go try to learn about it, right? Ancient imagery behind Iraq Apayim reflects the control of one's breath. A person who is long-nosed, someone whose breath takes a long time to travel, meaning they deep breaths and do not fly off the handle. Deep. I'm trying to find some symbols for that. Can't find it, y'all. Any more questions? I'm just on here just rambling now. I'm just going through stuff, but love y'all. I'm in love with you. Any more questions? Throw it in the chat real quick or hop in the box. But we have to start to learn what these words come from. When you hear them, you know they come from a certain type of people, a certain type of language. And because if you don't do that, they can just make up anything and tell you anything, right? That's really what's been going on the last 2,000 years after these people put out these books and just tell you anything. The real meaning is not there, right? It's not there no more. You got to go back and find it. They're not going to give it to you no more. Red Day Media, you got a question? Yo. Joe Wayside, got a question? Yes, Sky Ivor, I can help you with genealogy. Holler at me in my DM. But see, I do mine a little different than everybody else's. When I help people with their genealogy, I try to get them back as far as they can back to the land where their people actually was at before all this stuff went on. That's what a power is. Like a lot of people just want to know what the people's names is and look at where they was at. But it's really about finding out where they was at and going there and get back acquainted with that area. All of it go together. The people, the land, what they done on the land, what did they accomplish on that land. That's what the power is. A lot of people just do their genealogy, just try to say they're Indian. It's not enough. The power is you there with them. In the oldest spot you can see your people at. That's what the power is. I didn't feel fulfilled until I went to the land where they was at. Now, like I told you, my great grandma been took me to the land, but on my father's side, I didn't feel empowered on their side till I found their land. I didn't feel empowered at all, so I found it. I was already empowered on my mother's side because my great grandma already showed it to me. Like half of my struggle was already figured out. Like a lot of people try to trace back both sides. I just had to trace back one side, really. My great grandmama gave me my mother's land. And that was empowering all on its own. Right? Because I knew exactly where to go, exactly where they was at, exactly what years and dates and where all the family members was at. It was all in one spot. So that's another thing. But it's more, see y'all, this the thing. We're not doing genealogy just to prove who we are. That's the wrong way, that's the wrong reason to do it. The real reason to do it is you have to see your family's history and struggle and pain and see what they done in certain histories and times and see what they actually put on the land. See what they actually done. See what kind of, let me give y'all an example. I helped one of my friends with their genealogy, right? And it went back to a town in Mississippi. A little small town in Mississippi. His genealogy traced to a mound right in the middle of downtown in this small city. That were his people land, y'all. I'm talking about it's the Capitol building, it's the little state building of the place. Mound right beside it. And it used to be a plantation. Then when he go back through his genealogy, his last couple of ancestors that was on that land was on a plantation. But it showed that they were there before the plantation owner started the plantation. Deep. That was his people's land way before a hunter-gatherer got here. The mound's still out there. The cemetery and the mound still out there, just like my people. That man owned downtown. That man, people, land got took in downtown in this small city. The best land in the county. Man, family, when you go through a genealogy, you find out where they buried it. Great-great-granddaddy, great-great-grandmama. Right there beside the first mayor of the town. This man, people buried right beside the first mayor and governor. I mean, the first mayor and police chief and all that in the town. Right there buried right beside him. Ain't even no date on the tombstone. And it's on a mound. Right on top of it. So this is showing where his ancient ancestors was at. You don't get no more powerful than that. Now, if these buildings that sit right next door to that cemetery, all limestone buildings, look like Tartarian buildings, his people got a connection to that building. That building was there too. You get it? Crop fields, all right. They knocked some of the crop fields down, but crop fields right there too. They knocked most of it down to build new buildings and stuff. But it shows the history of your people, what they built, what they done. It was right there in this spot. They probably the people that built that building. Now you get empowered because you see what your people done. When you do the timeline on this stuff, you see what your people done. Right? Let me show y'all something. I been want to go to this place, but I've been having a whole bunch of problems out my car. Trying to get it all the way back right, but let me show y'all something. Because, see, we don't believe nothing till we visual people. We visual, right? Now, down in Natchez, Mississippi. Down in old Natchez, Mississippi. Down in old Natchez. There's mounds down there, too, right? Let me show y'all something. Roll the corn. See, I'm going to teach y'all something. You see these buildings right here? Now, if you see this building somewhere, they'll tell you that building is Rome or Greek or some bullshit like that. But this is a church in the middle of nowhere in Natchez, Mississippi. You see it? Just like them big old cathedrals y'all see all around the world. Same build, it's just a little smaller, right? Now, who y'all think built it? Who you think built it? See, I want to show y'all that our people building this stuff. Now let's go look at the history of this building. They're going to lie to you automatically. Just get ready for the lie. Get ready for the lie now. Watch what it say. Stucco and brick Gothic building. Well, here come the lie. Watch the lie. Nestled away in the woods of Natchez sits a beautiful Gothic-style church, St. Mary's Chapel. The church is one time a part of the Hill Plantation. Why in the hell is a Tartarian-style church on a plantation in the middle of nowhere, Natchez? The slaves built it under the Henry Huntington, under the direction of Henry Hunter Huntington. The slaves built it. Cap, super cap, mega cap. They always try to say some hunter-gatherer white boy directed slaves to build this beautiful structure. Ain't no motherfucking way. Now, roll the corn. Now, they telling you melanated people built it. That's all I get out of the whole story. I don't hear nothing about no Mr. Huntington talk to people how to do it. Fuck all that. You don't teach nobody how to build nothing like that. The ancestors teach them how to build something like that. You just don't go out there and say, lay them bricks, nigga. Give me a big old arch in the front, lay the bricks, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. And you come back and it look like this. You gonna be like, boy, who taught y'all that? Boy, they church the truth. Now, y'all see that building, right? Get a good look at it. Show it to you one more time. Get a good look at it. Now, a white boy will put up that picture of that church and get on you and TikTok and say, it's a free energy building from the Tartarians. The tall Mongolian Tartarians built the free energy buildings in the mud flood of the free energy buildings. All cap. They sitting there telling you melanated people built that shit. They're the only people that can build something in their style. But a white boy on YouTube, the Tartarians are on my lunch break, the Tartarian architecture of the mud flood. Just making shit. And niggas be believing them. All the Tartarians in the mud flood. Bro, there ain't no motherfucking mud flood. Bro, that building built underground like that. Think somebody just built up some 3-4 stories on the ground on some dirt? No. It built like that. Folks don't get no damn flood. Let's give you a color picture of that building. Roll the corn. Give y'all some color pictures of that, because you got to understand what this is. Sitting on a plantation. Roll the corn. Sitting right on the plantation now. Old plantation. See that? Now you make that 5 times bigger. That's some big old cathedrals all over the world. Same ones. Now let me see something. Roll the corn. I didn't mean to do that. Man. Let me see something. Laurel Hill. Okay. Let's go look. Hold on. I'm going down there to that church too. I'm putting that church on the map, because that church is very. Well, I'm telling y'all, it's a cold break. It's some cold breaking on that church. Now, when you see something like this right here, now, see something like that, right there. Same type of building. It's the same type of building, people. Look at that. See the side post poking up out the side? Let's go back to Tartarian building. It's the same type of building. One of them just a little more bigger. It's just bigger and more elaborate. But the basis of that building is the same, bro. Look. Same front. Same type of stuff. They talking about slaves built the one in Mississippi. Okay. Same type of building. It's made the same way. It just some of them just built older and more elaborate, but the basis of them are built the same way. I just want to show y'all some melanated people built in the South that don't pose to be there, right? You let them tell it. You let them tell it, it don't pose to be there. Look. Now, you see how that light, the light hitting the front of that glass and it illuminates on the floor? See that? That's done on purpose, people. Look at that. On the plantation now, said to be built by slaves. That's the plantation house. That type of architecture made out of pure stone is Tartarian. And they just told you slaves built it. Huh. Slaves? Okay. We supposed to believe that? Cool. Love y'all, I'm in love with you. Y'all get ready. These shirts are launching Thursday. So Thursday, if you ain't got the shirt from the old batch, we're going to send you out these new ones. So y'all get ready to order these shirts Thursday, so I can start shipping them out Thursday and Friday, and we finna get it going. So Thursday, it's gonna be this on a black t-shirt. You can either get it in black or red. And I'm gonna have the We Know the Truth symbol on the sleeve, on the left sleeve. But this is gonna be a big, it's gonna be a big logo on the front. Big. It's gonna be big and bold. I'm taking orders this Thursday on EB the 3rd. Taking orders this Thursday. I got some more of these coming too. The new company I'm dealing with, they ship them faster and they're better shirts. They're gonna be like, these t-shirts gonna be like $35, $40. Somewhere up in there. Probably like $40 because you gotta throw the shipping in there, so probably like 40. But this is gonna be a thick black t-shirt with this on there. You're gonna be able to wash it, all of it. Everything gonna be cool. And I got some more designs coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all the truth, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I always like me personally, I always like shirts or stuff I like, right? And stuff I'm into. This is a very meaningful shirt because this is a real artifact. But I'm gonna show y'all, I got a whole shirt line coming because I met up your cotton shirts, good cotton shirts. I got a whole shirt line coming, y'all. Y'all wanna see some more of my designs? This is something I'm very interested in, bro. Like this is my We Know the Truth Now new shirt. But y'all wanna see my other designs? It's fire. You're gonna be able to tell it's mine because all the lettering on it red with the black shirts. So let's start off. I normally ain't gonna do this, but it's launching this Friday, right? I mean Thursday, so I'm just gonna start selling all the shirts. This the first design, the Scarface, the Montana management. I always liked this picture. And me and the company put this together. All of it gonna be on black tees. I might start changing the color around the blue and this is the Scarface edition. Right? I'm just gonna start selling all of them, bro. Fuck it. I got the fast shipping now. Now we in business. Everybody I owe the t-shirt, I'm finna mail y'all some of this new stuff. That's the Scarface edition. This the paid in full one. It's the paid in full one. Big and bold on the t-shirt. With the this paid in full. I done all these the other day with my people for the t-shirts. He gonna menace to society. Now this is fire. Now y'all gonna see me with this one on this weekend. Now this is fire. That's fire. I'm letting all my t-shirts go for 40. I got a whole bunch of designs, y'all. But this is a new company. The shirt company told me I just don't need to do the We Know the Truth now. I might well do some other stuff I like because they got a lot of. So I said, let me design something with y'all and we'll put it together. This menace to society. This belly, this gonna be the belly shirt. It's the belly shirt right here. I told him the scenes I want and everything. I said, give me the scene when Nas had the eyes in the club. That's the hardest part of the movie. Right? That's belly. I told him, give me Ice Cube when he killed the dude that killed his brother with the Boys in the Hood. That's fire too. See that? See, y'all forgot about Shotters. Y'all forgot about Shotters, didn't you? Yeah, y'all forgot about Shotters. The top Shotters, the movie Shotters, the Jamaican movie that I used to love watching these movies. I told them to do the top Shotters shirt. That's fire. Ain't nobody gonna have that. Right? He go Juice. This gonna be the Juice design. It's the Juice design. No, I had to get old Pac in there. That's fire too. You just think about it. All this shit is fire. Some of my favorite scenes and stuff from movies, I just got the t-shirt company to whip them up. You go to Indian. This the We Know the Truth now. Now let me show y'all the one I got for the Goodfellas. It's the Goodfellas shirt with the mob when they had the dude in the trunk. All this gonna be on black tees because it's gonna look better. Right? I'm doing some more stuff too. So I got Goodfellas, Scarface, the Montana Management. Right? We got the Paid in Full, Menace to Society, Belly, Boys in the Hood, Shotters, Juice, and I got the We Know the Truth now, the Real Indian shirt. So all these coming out Friday. All these coming out from taking pre-orders Thursday. All of them coming out Friday. We mailing them out Friday. Black hoodie or black t-shirt. The hoodie gonna be I think the company got it at $60 and the t-shirt's at $35, $40. And I'm coming up with some new designs. I got some new designs too. Some new designs. I ain't gonna tell y'all what them is. I'm gonna put all of these on a chart where you just can pick from them. I'm taking pre-orders Thursday on my live. So y'all get ready. Love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Thursday on my live, we're gonna bring these shirts out. And I'm gonna go live tomorrow. See y'all in the morning, man. Y'all be careful out there. Be safe. Love y'all. I'm in love with your roll of corn. We know the truth now. Oh, I'm coming with the artifacts on the t-shirts too. The artifacts coming. Now, I already told them to make me this one. Y'all know this one gonna be fire. I already told them to make me this one. Now, this is the next one I'm waiting on them to send me the design for. I'm waiting on the design for this one. It is what it is. This got to go on the shirt, bro. Peace. It got to go on the shirt, bro. It's coming with that one too.